All right, we are back with more of the good old Explorer, aka Pioneer Light. And what have I brought to you today? Sac, which has changed a lot since the last time I played it. I think people still play it Rakdos, but have they considered Korvold? Have they read this card? He dominated Standard and Historic, and I remember him being a thing in Pioneer for a time. I'm not sure people got off him, maybe because the mana base was bad. But we're about to get Pain lands to fill in the gaps where we don't have fast lands. Although maybe you still run the Pain over the fast lands, but nah, he's our only 5 drop. You probably still run the fast lands, but we're about to get Pain lands to fill in for the fast lands, and then possibly in 2023 we'll get the rest of the fast lands in the allied colors. And like even just looking at it now, the mana base isn't too bad. The proving grounds will probably leave in time, but I'm testing them now. Obviously, you're on full 12 shocks. Then running some, just as many marshes as my arena account had. And I did want to test the check lands, so just dipping into that with one cemetery, and then one swap and one mountains since those are the two main colors in case you run into a control player playing Field of Ruin. And then just the utility lands you'd expect. Boseiju, Sokanzan, Takanu, all very free. Den and Hive, I still want to run because, again, those are the main colors. Really don't want to be running mono green lands. We make the exception for Boseiju because of how stupid good it is. But yeah, in case you haven't seen the sack deck before, Cat Oven, just two sack triggers and drain them every turn. Unlucky Witness, card that you want to sack because it draws you more cards when you sack it. Goose is going to be 2 permanents for a single mana, and then it's early game ramp, and late game it's those 2 permanents to sack. And then Claim allows you to steal their creature, so you can sack it, and that should shut down a lot of aggro decks, just that big flip. Harvester's 2 permanents for the price of 2, but both sacrifice themselves, which is really good if you just need those triggers, and then it's also more removal for us. Dispute, another amazing card for sack. You can sack like even the blood token to draw more cards, or once you get to 3 mana, if you don't have an oven, that's the other great way to sack is just to claim, then dispute, and then it leaves you a treasure which you can sack anytime. Mayhem Devil, the face card of sack, putting all those sack triggers to a ton of good use in damage. And then, yeah, the card that Rakdos Sac forgot about, and it's their mistake because this card is stupid good. Just whenever you sack, he gets bigger and draws a card. Like, it's a must deal with threat, and how are they going to deal with it? I mean, like, I guess the Explorer version of Rakdos probably has like an epic downfall in the board, and they probably some of them might be running like Be Devil or that just because they don't have Dreadbore yet. But like the Pioneer version, like maybe like yeah, just the epic downfall on the sideboard is the only way I can deal with that. At sorcery speeds, you still get a turn to possibly pop a few sack triggers and just refuel your hand. But then like if they let you untap with this and like any deck, it's going to be swing for big. Like it dodges push completely. It'll have 5 counters because ETB sack, so it dodges anything that deals 4. So lava coils, all that do nothing. And yeah, I'm going to show you how stupid good it is. So before we start, take a quick look at the board here. Gigantha, free companion, free cards are good in Magic. 3 for any of the or the control matchups, or just anything where we feel like we control the board and can just uptick all day. And possibly if we really need to gain the life. I don't love it, but I'll consider it. And then yeah, since we don't have room for them, since we're so synergistic main board, full set of Thoughtseize, full set of push, testing one Fable. Because we already have all the best black cards, let's try the best red card. And then Leyline of the Void for a little more Grave Hate. And then we're in Jund, so I wanted to try Reveteer's Charm. It's definitely the strongest of the cycle, and I think it might be Pioneer playable once Jund gets established. Because I think the mana base is okay. It's felt pretty decent, needs some tweaking, and getting the pain lands in the allied colors for our deck. I believe both the Gruul and the Rakdos one are coming in Dominaria United. Will be a big push, and we'll probably be able to cut the Proving Grounds and just have really good mana from there. And then once we get the fast lands, we'll be all set and really just have the choice. And with all these shocks, yeah, hopefully we'll see if we can cut some shocks, but cutting them for pains doesn't feel like it makes a ton of sense. But with all these shocks and these, maybe we'll get some use out of the cemetery. Let's go find out. Oh, nope, that is alchemy. I saw traditional and got fixated. Explorer, traditional explorer. Perfect. Let's do it. So if we draw bad, we can just sack the oven to the dispute. If our opponent's super aggressive, we need to find answers. But otherwise, this is a lot of good setup, and we just need a claim, or just any of our other one-drops really to set this up. That's what I'm talking about. I'll just start with the oven. Opponent has Spell Pierce. Got punched not playing the Witness, but they probably would have just killed it. Probably would have gotten punched either way. So let's see. I'm going to throw down the Stomping Ground. Because I get punished for not playing it last turn, and then throw this down here. We need an answer for that Ledger Shredder. They've got tempo right now, and our hand doesn't look amazing. Without the Delve spells, I'm always surprised to see is it an Explorer. Like, especially with the Expressive Iteration banning, they just really lost their power until they finally decided to put Delve on Arena. Opponent touching all our cards. Opponent passing. Opponent will probably have a haul at some point, so I'm going to get in there and hit him for 1. Opponent using all their very generous arena clock time. Alright, opponent's going to give me free cards. Cool. Okay, opponent has all the counter spells. But they have a Ledger Shredder, so I'm not too worried here. It's just Ledger Shredder and counter spells? Okay, yeah, it's basically Zip Prowess, but missing their good refuel card. So if I can survive, I should be able to outgrind them. That would require drawing good cards, though. Okay, well, they're out of counter magic. Opponent wants to cast spells, so I'm not going to let them also kill my Mayhem Devil. Alright. See if I can kill this shredder. Yeah, I can take the hit. Yeah, they've shown 3 different counter spells. And yeah, they want to trigger Ledger Shredder. It's fine. Okay, we got Ledger Shredder. All they have is a crappy Soulscar Mage now. Next turn we steal and sack it. And then I think I've won game. Because they don't have Treasure Cruise to get back in this game. At best they have one mine, which now costs 3 mana instead of 1 because we killed Shredder. I'll let them have the card. They gave us an even better thing to steal, unless they drew out another counter, which they definitely could have. We shall see. Fortunately, I don't have double red, so I can't just clap back if they do counter with the hard counter. Oh, nope, they're just, in the hopes of finding a counter spell, pumping up the Soulscar Mage. Alright, well, they gave me... Yep, they scooped to that. What a weird prowess deck. So we're going to try and kill it as quick as possible. So I'll cut a pair of Korvolds. Cut a Dispute because they're counter magic heavy. Cut a Witness because Spikefield Hazard and doing that right before my instep maybe. Yeah, it's probably good enough trimming for push. Jund indeed, with all of Korvold's delicious food. Okay, this hand looks pretty good. 1, 2, if we don't draw anything better, cycle the Triumph on 3. Oh, that's cute. Well, in that case, I won't play cat. Yep, that's a Baral. Chief of Complying. Let's get double black out well before we get double red. I don't think I want to use the food just yet. I'll probably have a much better use for it later. So I'm just going to pass here. Opponent not coming out swinging, so I need to prepare to outgrind them a little bit. That seems good. Okay, they came out really swinging. I need to find an answer to that fast. Deck does not agree that I need to find an answer. Yeah, I think this deck really wants the fast land, so I will probably need to go up more Looming Marshes and stuff like that. Yeah, that activating this would be a trap, and I don't fall for traps, so... Going to shock this in, cast this... And then I'll probably just cycle Proving Ground. Sokinzan will keep blocking Brawl for a while. They clearly need to hit another land drop, so I will take the card instead of letting them take the card. This... Ooh. Oh, shit, a Sac outlet now. No Sac outlet, unfortunately, so claim would not be good. It doesn't shut off Takanuma, but there's nothing I'd love to get back right now. I think what I want to do is just play Cat. And hold up Sokinzan. And then maybe next turn Takanuma. Which one of his... Basically just take advantage of this fact that I'm hitting my land drops and they're not. They probably remove this, but we'll find out. Alright, cool. I get another future blocker. Alright, so I shut off Baral pretty effectively. And as weird it is to say, I think I'm winning now. They can hit all of nothing with that right now. So it's fine. Goodbye, Baral. There we go. I know I hit removal eventually. Well, I don't need a block anymore, so now I need to focus on just killing them. Okay, well if they're gonna remove their blocker when they're at 5 life, Like, I guess they get to Lava Coil a token, but... Oh, no, they didn't cast it. Surprising. They kind of wanted to remove that. They need, like, exactly a play with fire. Up, and they conceded. Alright, well, I got the first match win. Regretted not putting a Braid or Kolaghan's command in my sideboard, but oh well. Still worked out. Yeah, the sideboard I think is a little rough because there's so many, like, there's so many, like, synergistic cards in the main board that, like, my sideboard's already kind of chock full of, like, main board cards, like cards you'd see in the main board of, like, Rakdos midrange. But, and then so it makes finding with the sideboard cards even harder. But yeah, we'll probably need to take another look at the sideboard and the mana base, but I think the main deck itself is a pretty good list. That's not a good hand, though. Yeah, this hand's fine. We throw back a Stomping Ground. I can go red, black, and whatever. Yep. Yeah, I can turn 3 a Claim Dispute, which gonna feel pretty good if it goes off. Opponent might be blue-white control, though. Opponent might not be at their computer. Or they've got a really tough keep. Hard to judge from my seat. Can't even see them squirming in their seat because this is the internet. So I'll just kick back and admire this beautiful turn 2 and turn 3 play I've got set up. Okay. Keep 6. Opponent mulliganed once, and now we have to wait to see if they do it again. Okay, opponent kept 6. Despite all the 1-drops in our deck, did not hit one. We're on Heroic, and so if they just slam down a 2-drop, this is going to feel so good. We have another claim, though, without a permanent sack outlet. So that might wrap, but hopefully this will draw us another sack outlet. Alright, opponent slow rolling. So I guess that gives me a chance to just play another Harvester. You say double Harvester on board and all these claims. This is Heroic, like, they're going out of removal or protection before I run out of removal, so. Yeah, Virtuoso. They're going to try and protect it with their life, and I'm going to try and remove it every turn. I would like that. And would you like to God's Willing that? Yeah, you go ahead. I'll kill it eventually. So I can't attack into that, so I just pass here. Alright, well, opponent will get a chance to slap me big, but it shouldn't be lethal on turn, what is it, 4? Without them really doing any damage to me. If they had curved out well, but then I would have interrupted it. Okay, opponent trying their hardest to get to 9, but I do have blockers. Yeah, if they have another Invigorated Rampage, I'm dead regardless. So I just take this and hope they don't get 3 more power. Alright, they do not get 3 more power. Okay, opponent did not give me a lot of time, so I'm gonna probably, yeah, I'm gonna crack a blood here. All my removal is sorcery speed. I don't even know what I'm digging for, but I just know if they have another God's Willing, I'm dead. Alright, show me if you came prepared. Opponent did not come prepared enough. This won't be lethal, but I set them back to square one here. Alright, I'd say those are a pretty good 2 cards to draw. Alright, so it's effectively 8-1. I am going to fizzle that. I don't know why they didn't. I guess they didn't target a harvester because they didn't want me to sack that, but I was going to sack the cat anyway. Most likely. They need a haste boy and make him big fast and trampoline because I can just bring the cat back. No big deal. That is a stand-in swift spear. That's not going to be good enough. Well, let's see how many Defiant Strikes they hit. Alright, they did not find what they were looking for. Alright, well they're just trying to kill me real quick like, so I'm going to... Yeah, Korvold. I'm going to try the Riveteer's Charm. Yeah, this plan is cute, but it's very sorcery speed. Granted, so is the Blood Tithe Harvester thing, but... I want for Goosen on the draw, because I need to accelerate. Yeah, but I just have more pushes than trying to steal their creature when they can kill me very quickly. And possibly have a protection spell. So I need some more instant speed ways to kill their creatures so that I can double up. Because their deck is a house of cards. Unless they draw just like 5 creatures, then they're just digging for spells, and then they're playing a slow game, and I think we can outgrind them there. So I'm pretty sure my deck can. It's kind of what Sac is known for. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should be going down a Korvold like in the main deck, just like 3, and maybe then cut a land and like make room for one of those 3 big spells, Fable, push Seas. This hand has the thing, and it can push turn 2, and I have all my colors. So I think, unless I fail to hit any land drops, it will be fine. Well, I just kill that now, because they let me. And then I'll figure out what I want to do on turn 3 based on what they play. Yeah, they played Soulscar and left up mana, so I'm going to play Devil. And let them have a turn, because that can't get to 20. The Virtuoso is much scarier. Like, worst case, they Reckless Rage and get in some damage. But that's fine. Ooh, Vantage turn 4. Looks like they're going to try and play it safe. See if they play another body or just try and leave up the mana for protection spells. Oh no, they decided I can have their only creature. But I've decided I don't want their only creature. I would much rather play another Mayhem Devil if they're so insistent on getting rid of them. And play another body. Okay, making me wish I had the Abrade here. Yeah, you want to cast spells, so I'm not going to block. Okay, that's a body I do really want to kill. Alright, so I can Korvold next turn. So this turn, I hope to get lucky. And then not have a God's Willing. They didn't have a God's Willing, cool. So I think this turn I just try and wipe their board. Perfect. And if they do have protection, I have push. Okay, perfect. They've used up all their gas. And now I get to play Korvold next turn. This match is over. I am officially calling it. Judge, my opponent is trying to play a game they've lost. Oh no, you're virtuoso. He's not about to be very virtuous. Oh, you better hope you hit a... Oh, you did hit a thing. However, I have... Like, oh, yep, that is 3 power. Will not attack into that. That's fine, I can just claim it next turn. He needs... Yes, he needs trample and a bunch of pumps, and he found the trample. Opponent... yeah, I don't know what he could have. So I'm just gonna throw that in the bus in case he had something. Okay. Opponent drew really well and is making this a little difficult for me. That's okay though. This is a pretty lethal attack. Well, maybe not officially lethal, but I do have a blocker and they need now another trample guy. Yeah, they need to win this turn now because they cannot deal with Korvold. Yep. My call was not premature, they were just feigning hope. Yeah, I think in these creature-based matchups, the trick is just survive until you can cast Korvold, and they probably don't have a way to deal with him, and they lose. So I might cut a Korvold in a land for 2 push. Don't know if that's better or worse than Fable. Or maybe I should just take the versatility of Riveteer's Charm. I don't know, I haven't got a chance to cast it yet. Yeah, core feels good. It's gonna be figuring out these like flex slots. That's always the hard part of a deck. Two match wins real quick though. On to the next one. It's crazy how more people play Magic Online Pioneer Best of 3 than they do Explorer Best of 3. Well, I guess it's because I'm also doing the event because it feels like a league. There's that ladder climb. There might be too many queues on Arena is what I'm starting to think. But if you do like tryharding, it does get you the WotC cryptocurrency to do these events. You have to spike and go 5-0. Needs to draw land, but Witness can help with that. And if we're desperate, we can use the Dispute before the claim. But if I hit 3rd land, then his hand goes off. Opponent reading my card, opponent killing my card with poor timing, and letting me hit my 2nd land. Opponent was very considerate. Well, I can't cast that Korvold. Good thing I have another. Yeah, so I will just have no reason not to play it tapped, so I will play it tapped. And I will make sure to play this Woodland Cemetery so I have a black source next turn. Ooh, and I even get a treasure? Opponent so considerate. Alright, so I think I wait because I can then use the triggers to kill like their Bone Crusher next turn with my Mayhem Devil. So I'll wait on the Harvester. And I just jam Korvold and that should be unless they have like something weird like Bedevil. Alright, cool. Okay, I'm drawing too many lands, but board looking in my favor. Gotta deal with the Kiki Jiki token now. Oh no, that's not supposed to happen. Oh no. Well, I guess I can, oh shoot, they flipped this right back. And now they have Kiki Jiki to do. Oh my god, I'm literally drawing every land in my deck. Play Hive. Try and get some tempo. If they play a good ETB creature and copy it, I'm doomed. That turn was a big swing. They are the two best cards in my deck in one turn. And okay, they are just thoughts using away every card that's not a land. They might lack the mana to copy that though. But yeah, now they're just, yep, they did lack the mana to copy it. Alright, I just have to be more aggressive than them. That's how I win here. Take the creatures so they can't take them. Got them to 4. Cat's got no use right now, so slap down the Blooming Marsh. Well, I guess I could have forgotten that about day and night because there's too many mechanics in this game. Yeah, but now they have that big blocker. To be fair, they probably would have had it regardless. Yeah. That didn't actually do much for them. Don't have any sack triggers. The Devil's not good right now. Just gonna try and keep forcing damage through. In case they can recast spells from the graveyard. Maybe I should try and... Maybe I should try to double spell. If they have a land, I'm just dead here. Yeah, I'm supposed to be favored, and it looked like it early on, and then they played every card in Magic the Gathering all at once. And they had a Heartless Act, which I did not expect. Okay, so they forgot to attack with their creatures, so maybe... Okay, they make a chump blocker.
Under my watch,
But
neither
they could have
vampire
killed
you
me,
will serve
and
me
no, I drew
well.
every land in my deck. I must have hit half the lands in my deck. That was terrible. Everything costs 3, so Riveteer's Charm is kind of bad here. They're gonna Thoughtseize Korvold away. I cut one. Thoughtseize away. Probably. Yeah, let's cut. Korvold dodges Heartless Act, and that seems so. Let's cut a little bit and run more Obnixilis. And Fable. Yeah, I'm just gonna lighten some of my less impactful creatures and go up more non-creatures, so they can't just try and gain life that way. Alright, this seems okay. Play Witness on 2, and then maybe get to sack it to Ob. Although I'm be able to play the land or the creatures, that doesn't actually sound great now that I say it out loud. I think I lead with Devil. Or Fable. They're just gonna kill it on their main phase? Yep, they're kind of bad at that. Cool. Do I care about either of those cards? I guess I do want another Witness. Especially if I can get rid of another Bone Crusher that way. See if they double spell already, I'm in for trouble, but I can take the hit. I need my creatures alive. They disagree with that premise though. Guess I get in there.
I don't need respect, just obedience.
Opponent making sure to read Hob after one is resolved.
Enough with your petty notions of morality. All that matters is You work
power.
for me now, runt.
Gain the life so that I can shock in this Blood Crypt and play it. Okay, gaining life is illegal. Let's see if they have a third removal spell on their turn.
Pleasure
Otherwise, I
doing
do have a
business
blocker.
with you.
Opponent has just had the card after the card time after time. Let's see if they can still have it here. They've been missing land drops. Okay, opponent still having it. Opponent can never not have it, apparently.
Well, now, you've gone and ruined all my fun.
I am good at drawing all the lands. That's what my deck specializes in.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
Let's get the Fable out now, instead of waiting forever. If they attack Ob with Bone Crusher, probably let it go. They made it look very bad, even though I think it's decent in the matchup. But somehow they played super aggressively and had all their removal spells, so 3-drop tribal worked out with 3 mana somehow. Was trying to catch them on their clunky mana curve. Opponent really using the very generous arena times to fully dawdle. Yeah, no point blocking when I can get free treasure.
How dare you destroy what I've built?
Yep, that's making Takanuma look kind of bad now, because they probably immediately snap take the Mayhem Devil. And I am once again back to hitting every land in my deck. Boseju's kind of mid. Alright, little goblin, you're kind of useless right now. Actually, you block the Blood Tithe. You also block well, and put that treasure to good use. Not played land for turn, so let's just make more bot permanents and bodies. Gum up the board. Pass. As much as I want to play the Hive, I think it's more correct to just fill the board. There's no way they don't have like a 10th removal spell to kill Fable when it flips, or this the Harvester and I try and copy it. But Korvold puts them on a clock, so they have to kind of do something here. I'll keep Korvold, and if they're going to hand me Trespasser and a Silver Platter, I'll take it and take the Bone Crusher damage. They clearly want Korvold dead and have no way to kill it without a burn spell. And then after this turn, they just can't kill it. They were very likely going to abrade Korvold if they could. Alright, so... Okay, that's really good. Kinda. Did they leave any creatures in my graveyard? No, they were very specific about not letting that happen. Let's see. Well, what if I said... Let's ditch this. And then continue failing to find. I'll sack the food, draw a bunch of new cards. I'll just sack this after it makes me my sweet, sweet treasure. Add a blue mana out of spite. "24 lands might be too many, I'm starting to think. Alright, well now they have to kill the Korvold, and if they kill Korvold, I second Korvold. They need land Bloodchief's Thirst, and they don't got it. They don't got it. I get to play a game 3. Lucky me. Okay, Riveteer's Charm looking less sus now. I looked very bad on the play, and we're on the draw, so let's bring in real cards. Let's try Thoughtseize. Would love to hit a Trespasser before it gets to enter the battlefield. Same with their Planeswalkers and Fables. You know what? I seem to draw the lands. Content keep. This is content keep. Oh, perfect. Yeah, they're not allowed to have a graveyard trespasser. Yes, that is correct. I can always claim dispute the Blood Tithe Harvester. Would you like to kill your own creature with your removal spell? No. Funny how that works. Well, I'd like to find new cards. They seem good. Although Devil just dies to the sack. Yep. Well, we do it again. And now they probably spend their turn just trying to Heartless Act the Mayhem Devil and using blood on cards. Then I play Korvold and the game ends. Sack the food to him. And if they remove it, I have Oven. Yep. Yep. They're doing exactly what I thought. Yep, they would need the land, and well, they need untapped land, so they just lose here. Korvold is my king. Slay king. Okay, okay, they have cute sideboard tech. If I don't draw a land, that's not bad. I guess I could have gotten food, and I'm an idiot there, but I was too surprised that they actually had a relevant card. I like the oven more, so I will sacrifice a swamp. We'll hit all the lands in my deck sooner or later anyway. I mean, it did kind of sacrifice Korvold for me, so that was nice of them. Oh, they're looking for how to deal with second Korvold. They play a creature, then this game's definitely over. They need to try and play removal. They weren't listening. Clearly not a viewer. So I sack a land because I want to hit with max damage, and also get that trigger and eat from their graveyard. They had 3 trespassers. Lucky them. Okay, I think I'm sitting pretty here. Opponent agrees I'm sitting pretty here. Okay, we got to beat the big bad. Korvold too good. The one card they had that could remove it just draws me a new card. They really wanted to sell those brawl decks. Let's open our fake magic cards because I got distracted. Alright, got my fake cards. Let's ponder the orb. Shout out to when I got to draft this dumb card, and I just open another one. Alright, quick break, and then we'll finish up the league. Alright, Korvold has put us positive, and now I need to see if he can get me all the way. I unfortunately have to say this hand is bad. Maybe this is why we don't want 4 Korvold. This hand is okay. Don't need a lot of green source, so I put back Stomping Ground. Another Rakdos nerd. Being a Rakdos nerd. The hive is a little awkward here, but whatever. I don't think I need the mana much turn 3. Opponent is a true companion. Hello, true companion. Well, we get to see how the mirror works. This will be fun. I say as a man who hates almost every mirror matchup. Yeah, I want turn, want to make another food and have turn 4 Korvold more than anything else, honestly. I don't want to sack a witness unless you have other options. Okay, opponent is Fable main board. Yeah, but I guess the big thing is we get to see their different choices and see how that plays out for them. Like, I think if I do cut, like, a Korvold and a land, the 3 cards fighting to get in are Fable, Push, and Thoughtseize. I don't think we had more green. Like, I doubt it's through Vatir's Charm, but maybe I'm wrong. I think that needs more sideboard testing first. Opponent probably has Push or something dumb like that. Don't care, I have Korvold. I don't know how they answer this, and if they do, I have second Korvold. So, nice to see a friend, but I think I out Korvold them. I mean, I guess it's possible they play Korvold here and just have more sack triggers. Yep, they discarded a push. A dispute. Interesting. Okay, I guess they are not as scary as I thought, so now they start dying. I mean, they can chump block in the air with those geese. That's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, Witness gets sacked this turn here, so I want to play more things. Don't really have much need for Hive. I want to be able to remove that Fable, so. But do I give them things that they can use against me? Like, they can just flip this on me and kill Goose, so. I think I just want to force the resources now because they could have anything in hand. Just let them sack it to oven. Or they forget to sack it to oven. And then I get to sack it to oven. Yeah. Guess I do end up playing a harvester. And might as well get cat down. Like, if they steal my cat and sack it, it's still in my graveyard to bring back, so... Alright, well, we're going to be trading cat oven loops, but mine do a little bit more. And by a little bit more, I mean a lot more. It's probably... I think I want a second green source just in case. I definitely want to kill Reflection of Kiki Jiki. Opponent pulls out the rope. All there to hang themselves with. Alright, so I think I have lethal if they forget to block with instant speed triggers. So now I go to combat and see if they forget to block. Okay, so this, if they do forget to block, okay, so next time I just take the goose and they're dead. Yep, that makes sense to me. Still would like to draw more cards, though. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need 3 Korvolds this game. That will play the key card in the matchup. And then... guess I'll pass turn. What they ditch? Land. Yeah, makes sense. They're desperate. They did not find their Korvold. I found 3 of mine. Okay, I see what we got going on here. Yeah, and then I kill your goose. Yeah, I've got like 5 ways to kill your 1 blocker. I will want Korvold removal. I will want a full place that of Thoughtseize to take their Korvold. Claim will be bad because they will just sack in response. I want to have the shot of turning off their cat oven. So I'll cut a witness and I'll cut a goose. Yeah, let's spook them by not having Giganta. Should probably, unless this does wonders here, probably take out Leiloin for another card. Weird hand, but they sacrifice things too, so I think that's going to be a good card in this matchup. Just a hunch. I end up cycling that. So I'll play my tap land. Maybe it's wrong because I didn't see a green source in these 4 other lands, but still. If I draw Stomping Ground, I'll regret not playing this. Let's wait till we draw like a Korvold or something. Or a Goose to make me regretty spaghetti. I'll wait a little bit longer though. I plan on plopping down Devils for the next several turns. Especially because they have Cat Oven. And if... We'll see how many of these Devils they can effectively answer. If they can answer more than one effectively, I've got a problem. Okay, they played their own Devil. Yeah, they curved out way better than we did. But I've got way more cards in hand than they do, so they have to take big advantage of their tempo here. Doesn't look like they'll be able to. So maybe they mess up this first one, but then I get to Thoughtseize Devil. I mean, they need exactly Claim to screw me over. Yeah, I think they left didn't claim either. Clearly, though, I need to put a Braid or Cake in my sideboard. So they might have just did so much damage to me that I'm probably dead here. Yeah, I'm just dead here. They tempoed me way faster than I remember this deck is capable of. Alright. Would rather have my companion. Let's see if we can turn the tempo in our favor. That's a mulligan. I'll put away Cauldron because it's not as good without the other card. Alright, so I get to poop out my hand here. Get to play Harvester and Witness. Sorry, I misspoke. I meant to say I get to play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Raid more popular than K Command right now. Interesting. I'll discard 1 land. And play Oven so that I get value when they try and kill my stuff. Yeah, I should probably just play Hearse. That's a tough time playing around the cat, but it does kind of shut off the cat. Well, opponent has conceded the board to me, so I'll see what they do. Ooh, opponent playing the full food version, which is slower, but they drew all their fast cards last game. Until your next end step. Yeah, I would like to see more cards, please. Those are good cards. Go to my turn. They have double meat hook. Wow, that is good, but if they don't have the cards to cast a big meat hook, big meaty hooks does very little for them. Yeah, they can't cast it for 3 right now. They have to draw a land to even cast it for 2. I think I want more blood. We'll need to find a land now for Korvold, but worst comes to worst, I can take a turn off tapping the goose. Unless they hit land and I miss land, but whatever. They can't kill Devil, and Devil will put them away. Opponent did not hit land. I think that means I win. Cool. Guess I should have done this first, but whatever. Alright, won the mirror, and the first adding with the deck feels good. I think, food... Well, no, like, control can just march it. Like, yeah, I think food is a little outclassed in Pioneer right now. Maybe there'll be a meta where it's good again. But Trail and going all in on food is a little too much. I think that's just a splash for Goose and Korvold, and if you can find green side or Jund sideboard cards, then that's fine. I know there's a card coming out in DMU that's green. It's like a 2-mana instant, exile a artifact or enchantment. If you kick it for 1 and a black, it's any non-land permanent. And that might get in the sideboard. But clearly we have to make room for a Braid by moving some of the sideboard cards main. Okay, what's last opponent on? Hopefully something easy. Well, that hand's not easy on the eyes. Yeah, this is fine. Put back second cat. You want more ovens more than you want multiple cats. Another heroic player. Okay, heroic player. Show me what you got. You need trample every turn you want to deal damage. Granted, your deck has like 6 sources of trample. And I won't even pretend you have main deck graveyard hate. Oh, they did nothing? Okay, that's very good for us. We're gonna do this on their turn, make them use the mana to the max, and try and kill this. Alright, yeah, they did have the God's Willing, but now they had to use it here and now. So maybe we can draw a claim or something. If they miss land, though... Okay, they're white-blue. Interesting. Yeah, I won't block. I'll just outrace you. So they don't even have trample. But I don't want to leave Cauldron back until their things start getting big. So we're gonna do this again since I have extra sack triggers now and just keep forcing them to have God's Willing. And maybe they afraid about the treasure and wait until the last ping here. We'll see. Well, my creature phases in before yours does, so I don't know what you were thinking here. Doesn't really matter when I do it. Either I get to attack for one, or I get to do that. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think I just sack the goose. Yeah, I probably just sack the goose here. My opponent has not been able to hurt me at all, so... At this point, I'm just going to kill him with damage triggers. At this point, I'm definitely killing them with damage triggers. I don't even think they get another turn, actually. Yeah, they don't get another turn, actually. So bringing the push for more instant speed removal, I think I figured out that's really all I need here. So lighten up on the Korvold. Cut a Harvester. Cut a Witness. I think I want to keep as much of the claim dispute as possible. That seems to be how that's how I overpowered them here. We'll take the creatures that they probably just run over. Down a little step. Goose, though, will hopefully accelerate us. Yeah, we have the package, so I'm gonna try it. Witness draws me cards. Don't need a creature this turn, so I'll just double slap next turn. They don't have haste or trample. They're trying to be like using all of Blue's cute stuff. Okay, they did nothing this turn. Well, cast cat. Cast witness. Oh, they kept a weird hand, or they're just trying to leave protection up. If they slap down a creature now, I'm gonna play Devil because I assume they have a piece of protection. Okay, opponent did not come to play Magic the Gathering. Well, yeah, next turn I can try and do the claim thing and then push. I think that's better than... I think that developing board now and doing that is better than trying to leave up push for whatever they play. Because if they stumble again, they just lose here. Alright, double Mayhem Devil. As soon as I can find a good sack trigger, they're gone. Attack, because if they pump too much, I think I can just push. Cool. If they tap out, I push. Otherwise, I just save this all for next turn. You can make it as big as you want. I can kill you outside of combat. Even if you do keep that thing as a blocker. Well, they've hit land drops now, so getting them to tap out is going to be tough. Yeah, sure. If you're not going to leave blockers back, that's pretty good for me. You've got enough cards. Go ahead and draw another. I mean, maybe I should have blocked with Witness, but whatever. That's always next turn. Cool, let's do this, bud. Maybe I should have tried to push there. Oh well. Well, that worked. Guess I should have tried to push. Oh well. Combat. Swing all. Get you nice and low. Slap this down. I'll dispute the Witness. Sure. I guess that is a good reason to be trying to play blue. I would like to try and kill it now, though, if you don't mind. Alright, I guess you didn't mind me killing it. Thanks. Not good cards, but they are cards. Yep. Alright, got my WotC Crypto, got packs of good core sets, and got gems. Let's enjoy our prizes, and then do a debrief. Mythic would have preferred a rare wild card, but we'll take what we get. I remember that card being fun. That card is not as good. There's a reason they downshifted it. Yeah, so Sack is a good shell, and you can definitely splash Korvold, and Korvold makes the deck a whole lot better because he lines up very well. I'm a little worried about control, but I think that bringing all the Thoughtseize and Obs would have probably done the trick. Let's see, cutting a ley line. Yeah, I'm going to probably throw 2 Hearse in right now in the sideboard. Yeah, Fable is pretty big value. I think the Harvester. Yeah, I think you're already so good against creature decks that you don't need to bring in push most of the time, and you'll bring it in when you obviously need to. But claim and sacking is so good. Harvester can get you there. Devil Pings can get you there. Even just Cauldron blocking can get you there, and same with like Korvold. Like, I don't think you can worry about too much of the creature deck. So I think you want to bring in. Yeah, let's. I think I'm gonna try 23 lands. I'm gonna bring in a Fable main. And I've never been huge on 4 legendaries in one deck. And I can't think of any decks other than Niv where the whole entire deck is centered around pulling him out of your deck where you want for Niv. And then um so yeah, I think that's what I would change about the deck. I still want to test Riveteer's Charm. I think Curse is really good. Obviously, doesn't do everything Void does, but it makes sure that even post board you can keep that free Giganta card. I don't think I ever bought it, but I know I did buy it, and then I got Thought Seized. That's right. So I did need it once, and then I guess it wasn't enough, but free card, free card. So yeah, you just really have the 8 best black cards, and then Obs, and then Giganta, and then some Graveyard Hate, and then I still want to try Riveteer's Charm. But yeah, I think these are the modifications I would make. Just as few single card lands as possible. So like, I mean, what land destruction is there? There's like random red decks playing Cleansing Wildfire, and those in Field of Ruin and Control will get you. But otherwise, the next big one is Boseiju, and that can get you any of your shocks and even the Trums. Um. So yeah, I mean, I think the land base just needs a little more time for it to become perfect. In the meantime, use as many shock lands as you can backed up by fast lands, check lands, and triomes, and then of course the really good utility lands. And yeah, maybe I find some math that's wrong, but I don't think you ever really want to run a full playset of a legendary, especially one expensive as Korvold. Seeing 2 in hand is just so bad in your opener. And yeah, it was nice when they removed one and we just found another, but he's just so much value, and bringing in a couple of Fables will help you dig for him harder. So, and it's the best red card. So I think this is right. Just keep your synergy and then leave, and we'll splash the best red card and the best Jund card, and leave the good black cards for when we need them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the deck, and if you want to see more of it with more testing, go ahead and leave a like and a comment, and enjoy the rest of your time here on this earth. I don't know what time of day it is. I was going to say goodnight, but just do you.